Welcome to Swallows of Service, where tech giants lift heavy weights while answering even heavier questions. We're presented by Factory.
All right, show off.
And today, the question that I want to get to the bottom of, will AI destroy jobs or create them? There's no better person to help answer this question than a prolific YouTuber, Matthew Berman. He helps the internet make sense of the AI boom, and today he's doing it while trying to survive this workout.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we're going to be hitting some arms. So I'm thinking we'll warm up with some supinated bicep curls, barbell curls, the classic, hammer curls with dumbbells, and then I think we'll finish off with some lying skull crushers.
Awesome. I know what every single one of those are for sure.
It's not rocket science, you know?
Excellent.
It's just curls and pushes.
Yeah, you've been doing a bunch, I see that.
I have to compensate for my height in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. 5'7", by the way, guys, 5'7". And of course, finally, we'll be finishing off with the world famous
Chestmaxxer challenge.
max push-ups in 60 seconds. Of course, Liam Fettis is still on top with 72.
All right, new bottom, here we go. That could mean a few things.
I think, yeah, exactly. I hear that billionaires are 5'7". Yeah.
I heard the same thing.
There's an easy way to get some blood into the biceps, you know, supinated bicep curls. Keep your elbow still. You can actually see the bicep flex.
How many are you doing?
Aim for 10 on each side. Is AI still just a tool, right? You think of AI as still a tool, or are we approaching some sort of technology that is more like a worker, more like a human worker?
It's very much a tool. And I almost hesitate to call it a worker.
Yeah.
Because there's so much doom and gloom around job automation. People are very nervous, totally understandable.
Yeah.
I think it's always gonna be a tool because a human is always gonna be in the loop.
AI proficient workers. Do you think that they are replacing workers that are not?
Enterprise is moving so slow in adoption and diffusion of AI. When they start to deploy these things internally, then the people who know how to use them certainly will be kind of at the forefront of leading these companies. Learn AI. Everybody asks, where do I get started? Just start using the tools.
Yes.
That's how to do it. That's how to become the person who knows AI.
So as long as the elbows are still, the biceps are gonna work. Nice. In terms of your own productivity, has there ever been a time when you felt like, okay, I'm so deep in the tools, but I probably didn't need to go that deep?
I gave one of my agents the job to clone Excel. It's been running for 5 or 6 days now.
Why?
And it just continues to make progress.
I mean, how much is that costing you?
I left the house, I was at 30 billion for this week.
What?
30 billion tokens, I should say.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah, so I don't know what that equates to.
If anybody in the comment section wants to figure that out, you'll get a cookie or something. Or some creatine, maybe.
Yeah.
Token maxing. This is good form, good form. I think where my mind goes, the idea that humans will want to buy stuff from other humans.
That's a good place for humans to be. It's the decision making, the relationships, the shaking of hands. I mean, ultimately, you want to be able to trust the person that you're buying something from.
Yep.
You need someone to blame if something goes wrong. You can't blame an algorithm.
Dumbbell supinated hammer curls. We got 2 heads to the bicep. And so when you're supinated, you hit the bottom. When you're pronated, you hit the top. Are engineers being replaced? What narrative are we supposed to believe?
Yeah, I mean, it depends if the CEO's a liar or not.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're laying people off from the bloat accumulated from the ZERP era, and you're saying, hey, we've automated so much, we don't need as many people. You didn't need those people. The trend that I've seen is signaling that we are now adopting an AI strategy, and that comes from the board, and they have no clue what they're talking about.
Yep.
That is a good idea.
I wrote it down.
Oh, nice.
Right, and so they're saying, the board says, okay, we're gonna adopt this AI strategy, we're AI first, and then they declare that and give it to the next person in line to go actually execute, and they don't know quite what to do, and all of a sudden, you see yourself 6-12 months on, and there's not much to show for all of this AI automation. If you're an engineer, you're fine. It's the same as everything. The cream of the crop will be fine.
Yep.
The middle, work hard, you'll be good, and everybody else, I don't know.
You're going to be part of the permanent underclass forever. Everyone in this gym, they understand progressive overload. They just want to get stronger. A lot of times, that means adding weight. The same kind of thing is happening in software right now. Every team bought AI coding tools. Every individual dev bought AI coding tools, but the organizational throughput, it's flat. They keep adding more reps, but they don't add more weight. Factory is the solution to add more weight. It's the platform with the AI agents called droids, and they work autonomously, taking entire workloads off of your plate. The code review in your CI pipeline with multi-day projects where your droids execute autonomously, and you can just return to a finished product. So any terminal or any IDE with any model no lock-in, use factory AI, get stronger. And then we're pressing up. Don't mind my elbows cracking, I promise you that's meant to happen. Good.
There's my elbow cracking for you.
Totally normal. I know you use it to prep episodes, right?
We automate a lot of the business with AI. I do a little bit of the research, but ultimately when it presents me with this document, I need to ingest it, I need to understand it, and you can't offload that. Can't offload this last set either.
No, we cannot. AI will not be automating triceps just yet.
I feel like this bar is moving more than it should. No comments in the comment section, please.
Okay, so this is the Swole as a Service
Chestmaxxer challenge.
Matthew is our next victim for max push-ups in 60 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go! So Matthew, while you're trying to beat Liam, I'm going to read real headlines and direct quotes from people building AI. Axios reports Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei warned AI could wipe out half of all entry-level white-collar jobs and spike unemployment to 10 to 20% in the next 1 to 5 years. Amodei also imagined a future where cancer is cured, the economy grows at 10% a year, the budget is balanced, and 20% of people don't have jobs. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang says, it is unlikely most people will lose a job to AI, but instead, it is most likely that most people will lose their job to somebody who uses AI. OpenAI's Sam Altman told Reuters, I don't think we're going to have the kind of jobs apocalypse that some of the companies in our space advocate or talk about. Altman also wrote in his blog that he believes AI will be the most powerful tool for expanding human capability and potential that anyone has ever seen. But also, it will not all go well. The fear and anxiety about AI is justified. So the time is still going. Got 4. You want to try and get one more? Go, 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 go. Okay, we can count the last one. So Matthew, no hedging. Will AI destroy jobs or will we get more of them?
More. Absolutely, the future's bright.
Yeah.
As I said, there are infinite problems.
Yeah.
Especially, I know this is very futuristic, but as we expand beyond Earth, there are truly infinite problems. There are better ways of doing things. There are problems in which the ROI did not make sense for companies to solve them, but now it does.
Yep.
I think as humans become more productive, the leverage we can get per human is going to go up, and that's a good thing.
Nice.
So I'm very optimistic.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Sounds like a future that I can get behind and that we all can get behind. Final count for you, 37. Congratulations.
37, okay, maybe like 36 and a half, but I got there. That's all that matters.